ramping moves. The MX2 controller can feather or ramp into and out of moves, causing sequences to start slowly and get faster within the video, providing a nice accelerating or decelerating effect. It does this by altering the distance moved between shots or the speed moved, starting with no speed and ramping up to your desired speed over a configured number of frames. Additionally, a lead in or lead out can be used to add a static period before any movement occurs and adding the ability to create the shot you want to achieve. Ramp settings for a particular axis are saved between power off cycles. This is achieved by changing the speed or distance moved based on the number of frames that have been exposed. For example, I can set the ramp value to 24 frames, and at 24 frames per second of video, it would take 1 second for the motion in the output video to come up to full speed. If you also configure the max shots parameter for the camera, the MX2 will automatically ramp down the motor to 0 speed so that motion completes when the max shots count is reached. To get extremely smooth ramps, it's best to choose fixed interleave mode. To understand how to ramp will affect your output, take the following parameters. If we have an output video of 24 frames a second, max shots of 240, so that's going to be 10 seconds, a ramp rate of 24, and an axis speed of 1 inch per minute, the following will happen to the output video. For 1 second, the motion will accelerate to full speed. For 8 seconds, the motion will run at full speed, which is 1 inch per minute. And for 1 second, the motor will decelerate to no speed. The ramp value for each axis can be controlled independently. Enter to go into the main menu, down to axis 1, enter, ramp shots, enter, and then we need to enter in the number of shots we want to ramp for, enter a value, right to return to the main menu, right to return to the main screen. Then we need to go right as many times as required to go across to the axis speed and use the up and down arrows to set the axis speed that's required to cover a given number of inches per minute. Then we go left till we get to the on off, and then we use the up key to start the program. Once the program starts running, the speed will set itself to 0 for any axis with a ramp value configured. If you stop the program before running it reaches its full speed, it will now see the current speed as the desired speed, and you'll have to increase it back to your original value. A lead-in defines a period of time in frames from the beginning of the shoot that the motor should not move, and a lead-out defines the period of time used from the end of the shoot that again it will not move. Each axis can have its own lead-in and lead-out time as defined by you. However, to function, a ramp value must be set for that axis as well. A lead-out is only used if the max shots parameter has been set. To help clarify this function, we'll use the same parameters from the ramping example and add a lead-in and a lead-out. Let's take the following values. Our output video again is going to be 24 frames a second. Our maximum shots 240, which is 10 seconds of video. A ramp rate of 24. Lead in and lead out are both going to be 24, and the axis speed is going to be 1 inch per minute. So we're going to get the following happen to our output video. For 1 second there'll be no movement. For 1 second there'll be acceleration up to full speed. Then we're going to get the motion running at full speed, and then at the other end we're going to get 1 second with the motor decelerating, and then finally the final second will be no movement at all. Press enter to go into the main menu, come down to axis 1, come down to lead in, select the lead in and dial in the required lead in value, press enter to save, come down to lead out, press enter, dial in the value required and press enter to save, and right to return to the main display.